Hi, it's Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we have a viewer request we're going to get out for this viewer. They watched one of my video shorts, I Don't Know Why Jesus Loves Me by Andre Crouch, and they wondered if there was a full version. And when I checked using the search engine, there was not. Key of A flat. Let's get our viewer request covered. Key of A flat. We want to hear all the potential notes that we can apply to this song. More than one octave, because we want you to get comfortable playing the major scale of all of these keys for your viewer requests. All right, now I'm very big on the melody because the melody gives me the way to pick and choose not only the chords that were heard in the original song, but what other chords I want to assign to it. So, for those who count by the number system, it's the melody starts off in the three. I gotta be careful of the melody. Now, I'm using both these hands because this is still instructing the fingers to use. I don't know why. Jesus sacrificed his life. Oh, but I'm glad, so glad he did. So that's my opening melody. Now, I often look at where the melody goes, and if it starts off in the one, then that's the general chord you can start with. Four, for those that are who are beginners watching what I teach. Five, back to the one, back to the one again. Four, two, one, the five. Now these generic chords, these piano 101 chords are important because that gives you the building block for where you're going to place any additional chords. Every chord needs a starting place, and the starting place for me is in the scales. So now that I've established my generic chords, I can now begin to apply some jazz tones. What are the jazz tones? That flat seventh and the diminished chord or the minor sixth chord, which is generally what I teach, is that if you know the major scale, any additional chords are either a flat away from the major scale. So we're going to add the bass notes also. I don't know why Jesus loves me. We're going to add a major two, a seventh on the five. I don't know why he cares. One walk up from the five. I don't know why he sacrificed his life. Oh, but I'm glad, so glad he did. Now you see my left hand is falling into place because I practice chords with my left and right hand, and I do have a series for the viewer who is requesting this. I have a whole series on building left hand chords. You can do a search on my search engine on the channel, and you'll be able to see all the videos that speak to left hand chording. Now let's add the bass, which is on the bottom. I don't know why he loves me. Two, five. I don't know why he came back to the one. Seven or six, seven, one. I don't know. Three. Four. Three. Two. Three. Four. Five. I'm trying to count the bass hand. Again, I don't like the number system, but I will talk to it. Stay on the five. Five, six, seven, one. So now we're still constructing how we want to approach the song from a learning standpoint. Now, I can give you the advanced look at the song, and you'll be wondering, well, how do you know when to apply that chord? It is the positioning of the melody that is determining the generic chords and then the alternative chords I want to apply. Now, we look at the movement. Now we're taking a different approach. Alternative chords. Right up the scale. Once these foundation, I often say the foundation is the scales. Then to help solidify that foundation, you add the generic chords of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one family of chords. There it is. When I play it wrong, I can hear it. Then you begin to apply a style. And the gospel style incorporates the jazz, which I said is the flat sevenths and the minor sixes. The minor six comes in, oh, there's the minor six. Again, as I add so many, you look at the actual chord app, if I take off all the notes, there's the minor six. Oh, but I'm glad, so glad he did. Passing tone to the five. He sacrificed his life. Oh, but I'm glad. Now, where am I getting all of these running chords? From the scales. And you could drop two. The approach that music allows you to make with any song, knowing that these chords exist, gives you the like a chef in a kitchen stock full of ingredients. You pick and choose how you want it to sound. Now, basic is fine. Basic is fine. It's when you start going into the fuller chords. Where would I be if Jesus didn't love me? Where would I be if Jesus didn't care? Where would I be if he hadn't sacrificed his life? Melody on top. So the lyrics change, but the progressions, as you pick and choose and go through whatever way you would like for it to sound, either matching what the album does. This is the album. That's what you would hear in the actual Andre Crouch album. But I can pick and choose, shorten it, or because I I understand the nature of what a major scale can do in the context of playing a song. But getting back to our viewer. So there's your context of that part of the song, the first two verses. Now it goes to he left his mighty throne in glory. That flat seventh chord. To bring to us redemption's story. Changing keys. But he died and he rose again just for you and me. Oh, but I'm glad. I know the words. I taught this for my choir. The jazz walked down to the G flat. He gave his mighty throne in glory. Now we're in D flat. But we're going to change with a passing tone to take us to the B flat. To give to us redemption story. Now we're in E flat. Now we're in C. Then he died, but he rose again. Is our tritone. And the sixth, just for two with a major. Now we go to minor six. Oh, but I'm glad, so glad he did. One more time. Melody at the top. He left his mighty throne in glory. To bring to us redemption story with E flat. We go to it. But he died, but he rose again. These chords will help bring out some of the changes and to just for you and me. Oh, but I'm glad, so glad he did. So now that's the entire song. No need to give you some of the generic chords because you've already got the major chords. All you're looking for is what is the tone you want to put with it. Now, I can't play that song fully because YouTube comes after me. They've been coming after me for years when I play the entire song through. So let's go. Let's take it one step for the time. I don't know. Now, do you have to have the melody in there? No, let's try without the melody. to give it a vamp to turn around. Oh, but I'm glad. Trying to stay away from the root. So, what happens when you play without a melody at the top? In your mind, there's a melody being played, and you are applying alternative chords to be able to support a melody that you're not playing if someone was actually singing the melody, but I can still hear the path of the song from playing it since its first inception. I was there when Andre Crouch debuted this song, and I learned it as a youngster, and because I have a affection for the big band sound, I loved the way that he would apply the big band sound. All that movement is part of the big band sound. That's his change. So glad he did. Gotta hear that last note. Sam Tober, Sound of Joy Music Services. We hope that this viewer who requested, or rather the viewer who requested me to do a full version, will get what you're looking for from what I've shown. I covered it from beginner, basic, intermediate, and advanced musicians. If you enjoy these videos, we've been kind of low on our view count this month, but I realize that I've been doing a lot of AI vocals. I'm building a library. I'm building my own vocal library of AI songs that have been a part of my life, some songs that I have written, and some songs I just like to have a a record of, in a sense that I can help a musician understand the nature of three-part harmony and playing for a solo singer. But as always, thumbs up, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment because we're always watching. Take care. See you on the next video lesson. Bye now.